Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Be Affirmed. I'm your host, B. Collier Speaks, and I'm so grateful that you decided to come and hang out with me today. Whether you're starting your day with me or ending your day with me, this is our safe place where we can reclaim our day and life. This is your essential place for affirmation, inspiration, and mentorship. Let's get ready to be affirmed. If you've been hanging out with me and watching and you've been inspired by any of these episodes, please make sure you share this link with a friend, a colleague, family member, your special person in life, because I think we all could use a little inspiration in our lives. So, if you know me personally in life, you know that I love working with people. Not only working with people, but speaking with people. It's a gift that I have. But there's another thing that I love that most people don't know about. I am a logistics nerd. I love working through details. When I was growing up as a little boy, I would go fishing with my grandmother. And one of the things that I had to learn to love to do was taking the knot out of the line and putting a new hook on it. Because for me, once I tangled up a rod, I would go get one of the other 15 that we had stored on the back. Anyway, what that taught me is that you have to be patient and sit with the problem long enough to work it out. Well, part of that developed my love of logistics, working out the difficulties in situations, in events, and organizations. If there's a problem, I have the solution. And so I love logistics. Anyway, finding that place for me in life was a very big deal because I was trying to find what is my area in life. And I know there's someone out there that feels just like me. You are still trying to answer the question, what do I want to do when I grow up? Now, I will tell you before you finish listening to this episode, I am not going to be able to tell you what you're going to be when you grow up. But what I want to do today is have a conversation about how we can help to pinpoint what our expert area is. Now, in order to figure this out, you are going to have to do a deep dive into your life. You're going to have to be true with yourself, honest with yourself, and kind of go through the motions of figuring out who you were as a child through your adolescence and those things that are still true about you today. Now, let me start by saying, yes, I do love logistics, and it's a place that I found a lot of happiness in working in life. But let me also say that this place of finding out and figuring out things and making sure things fit together is that this place didn't come from a place of safety. This place is really a trauma response for me. So, growing up, I found myself in a lot of situations where I wanted to make sure that I didn't upset someone. They call that the chameleon kid, the one that changes so that they can make sure that everyone else is comfortable and everybody is happy with the person that they are. Now, I know some of you are like, I would never change who I am to make someone happy. But there's a lot of people out there that they exist in this way. Some other people call them people pleasers. Whatever that terminology is, that place of trauma for me is what built and helped to develop my place of expertise. Let me say this to you today, that there is something that you do really well, but the reason why you don't, you may not express it or may want to work in that field or area is because for you, it's a traumatizing place. I want to try to help liberate you for a second that you get to control the temperature of your environment. You get to decide how you define an experience that you've had. I want to pause here and also say that there's a lot of things that have happened to you in life and they will happen to you in life, but you get to choose which indicator you want to be. You could be the victim for your entire life. But friend, there is something more powerful in you. There is something in you, there's a fighter. There's a champion in you that is willing and able to rise from the ashes of the defeat that you may have experienced in life to be formed into who you are really called to be. Someone in the world, some project in the world, some group in the world is waiting for you to face your trouble, to face your trauma, and to jump into what you have been scared to do that you are really called and gifted to become. You want to find your place where you are an expert? This is one of the keys that I've seen in life. Look at the situations or the problems that you approach where everyone else is worried, but you come solution oriented. Those spaces where people are confused and frustrated and bewildered, but you come up to the problem and you're like, oh, that's easy. I have a fix for it. For you, it seems normal. For you, it seems like an easy fix. But what you call an easy fix is money in your hand. You are the solution to someone's problem. But sometimes the first part for a lot of us is facing our fears. Because the thing that we're gifted in, the thing that we are so skilled and able to do, will require us to sometimes go and step back into our past, where we learned it, where we developed it. Some of us are great social people because we were by ourselves for so long. Some of us have found ourselves being the perfect matchmaker for temperaments in the workforce and setting because we've had to bounce through so many relationships. Here's my question for you. You're trying to figure out what your expert area is. What do you do so easily and well that you call it normal, but everybody else is shocked about it? I'm not talking about your gossiping. I'm not talking about your drama. No, I'm talking about those areas where you are the solution to the problem. And here's the thing, it is very possible that you have been a solution in so many places that you've never taken the time to sit and look and think. So here's some other ways that you can get to that answer. What do people call you for the most? Outside of just money, what do people call you for? What advice do people consistently seek from you? What problems gravitate to you that you easily solve? Now, for some of us, our passion points are going to require us to maybe go get some more training, maybe another degree. Some of us are really great with walking people through certain seasons of life. It may require you to go and get a counseling degree. It's okay, go do it. Some of us out there are really great with working with kids. Some of us may need to consider a career change. Now, hear me. Brian is not saying go quit your job. I can't pay your bills. But what I am saying is there may be another stream of income out there additional for you. If you just tap into your purpose, tap into your calling, find your expert area, even if it's painful. Because what will be more painful is for you to live this entire lifetime on this earth and never really see the fullness of your potential. So some of us are going to have to overcome fear. Some of us are going to have to overcome laziness. Some of us are going to have to overcome our own insecurities. But no matter what you have to overcome, I need you to hear me. What is on the other side of that fear, what is on the other side of that insecurity. Today, I am sitting here talking to you on the other side of insecurity. And I can't promise you it won't show up again tomorrow. But make the choice today. Go find your expert area. Go find the place where you are the fire hydrant to the fire. Connect your tool to it and put that fire out permanently. And then go and do it again somewhere else. And send an invoice for it the next time you do. I believe in you. I'm championing you to do this. You have what it takes, even if you have to do it scared. Until next time, be affirmed.